on, come on, come on. Look. Come on. Ah, damn it. Why, hello there. So the reason why you are, the reason why you are lazy, of course, in a physical context here, is, well, there's multiple reasons, kind of weave in together. But first one, you gotta say it, I've said it a lot lately, but you have not yet formed the habit for going to the gym, getting your workout in. You have not yet experienced consistently those happy endorphins you get as a result of working out. There's a lot of people out there, when they start, they really don't believe in the endorphins thing. Let me just say, it's very real. Anyway, so yes, if you've not formed the habit, if you have not, re-hardwired your brain to realize the value in exercise, that's gonna be one of the reasons why you can't get past those lazy feelings. And with that, if you are somebody who tends to be a bit lazier, you might not realize that the fitness is just what you need to unlazy you. A recent comment on a video from a success superstar stated that if she ever feels as though she doesn't wanna, look at me waddle, by the way, anyway. She says if she ever is feeling as though she doesn't wanna work out, but it's a workout day, she will, get ready to go, drive to the gym, and if she still doesn't wanna work out when she gets there, then she'll go home. And she said she never ends up going home. And trust me, I can understand why it can be so hard to form the habit in the first place. Most people are not professional athletes, they're not fitness models, and we're not necessarily born being shown the beauties of fitness. And therefore, with all that in mind, it can be hard to form the habit, but then to go on top of that, you get older and we start to push for less physical activity. When you're in grade school, you have recess, you have sports, and that's pretty much your entire life up through maybe around college, at which point you start to gradually fade off into the alcohol and the sitting at a desk all the time, and then you're working and you get kids, and then it's like, who the heck has time to work out? You don't still understand, Tom. You don't get it. You don't understand how hard it is. Okay, maybe I'm not you and I'm not in your shoes and I don't understand exactly how you take this all in, but I can still assure you that you can still get your workouts in. You can get the minimum amount of workouts in, even if you are a busy, stressed out person. And then you'll also realize that the workouts are gonna help with the stress. And then you'll also realize, as I've said, it doesn't take as much time as you think it does to get in a good workout. Come on. You might need to seek out some guidance to find out what is an effective, efficient way to go about your workouts if you do find yourself crunched for time or not willing to prioritize more time for a workout. But I assure you, it's not as complicated as you think. It's really not. The industry, a little insider scoop coming from somebody who is in the industry, is that this is a business and the wheels got to keep turning. And with that, that means people are going to be confused by design. That's what a lot of the industry wants, unfortunately. Are eggs good? Are eggs bad? Should women lift weights? Those are weird examples, I bet, but you get my point. Gotta warm this puppy up quick. I can maybe talk to you while I do this warm-up set. Another big reason why you're lazy is because you let other lazy people enable you to be lazy. Because, believe it or not, the vast majority of the world is, in fact, quite lazy. And of course, again, I'm speaking mostly in a physical context here, given that I am a personal trainer, this is a fitness account, etc., etc. But I think there is something to be said for the sheer importance of stressing, not being lazy with physical things, because we are in a very poor state of health as a collective. You know, we live in a world where unfortunately going to the gym, getting your workout in, for the most part, is not pitched as being something that is fun, something that you do on a Friday night, you know what I mean? Which is very interesting. Like, in some regards, I get why that happened, but I don't love that that is a thing that persists. We need to flip the script here. It sounds corny, it sounds cliched, it sounds like perhaps I'm a tool of some kind, but working out is very fun. It's very gratifying, especially if you are consistent with it and you see the progress, you see the changes, you feel the changes. They exist. I promise you, I've been doing this for a long time. My training has changed so many times. I've made too many mistakes, but I still stuck to the habit and I'm very happy for it. Kind of like with that comment that I referenced earlier, sometimes the first step is to just get off your bum. You know what I mean? Get up and start moving in direction of doing the physical thing, doing the gym thing, whatever the case may be. But you know, again, this is coming from a trainer here. Nobody on this earth needs a gym, okay? You might want a gym. Maybe a gym is more optimal for your goals. But for the most part, you do body weight at home. You can buy resistance bands, some of the cheapest options. Like, there really is pretty much no excuse to not do something physically challenging for the body. And I promise you, you'll be better for it. It doesn't need to take long. I know this is a very convoluted setup, but trying to really isolate the chest here. Oh. Okay. Come on. Oh my God. So anyway, I'm not perfect. There are things that I can be lazy about, but one thing I am not lazy about, I promise you, is getting to my workouts. And no, me being a personal trainer does not make it easier for me to do my workouts outside of the fact that I work at a gym, but it doesn't mean I get paid to work out. You know, I still got to make the time for it, but I like to make the time for it. I want to make the time for it because it is such an ingrained habit that if I broke that habit, I would lose my mind. Anyway, I think I've made my point. Thank you for watching. Don't be lazy, at least when it comes to your physical fitness at a minimum, because hey, look at the state of the world right now. It's not great. It's not great. And don't fall into what other people are, again, enabling you to be. Okay? The workout is great. The workout is fun. And even if it's not, you won't regret doing it. Thanks for watching. Health and happiness.